We should accept the fact that right now is not my season. Sometimes we should accept the fact that this is my time to grow. Because I promise you, man, a lot of times when we invest, when we are so invested in the self, whatever the self is, this image or whatever the image is, or the soul that you are, when you are so invested in yourself, you're not looking for anything. You know what I mean? Hey, good morning, all. Someone said it takes two, so now I'm just healing and focusing on my purpose. I got you. I got you. Big country was good, but yeah, a lot of times we are so focused on looking. And I'm not talking about that one comment that I see, but we look, and every time that we look, what happens? Our anticipation builds up, right? Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Sojourner. Our our anticipation builds up, and as our anticipation builds up, we begin to tense. And as we begin tense, because we're waiting and we're looking, what happens? We start to repel every energy that's peaceful from our life. We literally start to give off that energy of that too much energy. So when you're looking for something, a lot of times your spirit is like, one of the scariest words. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all. Thank you all for joining me. One of the scariest feeling is to like one of the scariest words is the word want. That word has to be removed from our vocabulary because, in all honesty, if you create, then there's no reason to want. If you want, it's because you cannot create and you are dependent on something else or someone else to give it to you. Do you understand what I just said? Maybe not, but that wasn't deep. That was pretty simple. Good morning. Good morning, Tara. Good morning, Roxanne. We have to be able to remove that word want from our vocabulary. And the reason is if you look at the spirituality in the word is just that when you want something, you want or you desire something from outside of yourself. There's nothing outside of yourself. Everything is inside of you. So now you have to create it. If you create it, there's no need to want it. It's like saying, I want to cook. I want to cook. You in your house or in your kitchen, I want to cook. I want to cook. Well, what's stopping you from cooking? Go ahead and cook. Do you expect someone, Leo baby, what's good? Do you expect someone to do it for you? A lot of times we expect someone to do it for us. We expect the other person to be all that we desire. We expect the other person to fulfill our needs. We expect the other person to fulfill all our requirements. We affect the person, we expect the person to fill all the gaps. You know what I mean? We like see many of us are so whole. They have so many holes and so many gaps and so many unfinished business and unfinished healing that we expect someone to to come into our lives and to fill those gaps. You know, my attitude or my financial situations or the way I think or I can't sleep at night and I don't have peace and I'm not happy. And we want someone to come and change that. Ain't nobody changing that for you. If you can't change that for yourself, how can someone who don't even know you change that? You see what I'm saying? I met a king who taught me about that one thing. It changed my life. Yeah, we want things outside of us. And many of us don't want to become what we desire. If you want love, you have to become love. If you want peace, you become peace. If you want money, you become the energy of money. Whatever you desire, you have to become it. That's what creates it. You are a creator. And until you understand that you are a creator, you won't get what you desire because you expect it from the outside. There's no outside. You are the inside, and everything that you create is from the inside. So a lot of times we are afraid of relationship because we don't know how to go out and get what we want. I mean, not want, but you know what I mean. If you want something, many a times we are afraid of it because sometimes we don't even think that we are deserving. Sometimes one of the scariest things to believe is that it doesn't exist. I hear women all the time says, you attract what you are. Exactly. The law of attraction is super real. Yeah. A lot of times you hear a lot of women say, maybe what I want don't exist. That's the dumbest thing to say to yourself. You know what I mean? Hey, Farlane, how are you? That is one of the dumbest and craziest thing to say to yourself. Because now you are creating in you something or a thought or a belief. And once you create a belief in your head, you make it a reality for your universe. You make it a reality. So I hear a lot of women say, what I want don't exist. But if it don't exist, that means you are not that either. I mean, think about it. If it doesn't exist, that means you are not that either. Now, some of us are so damn proud and so egotistical. Yeah, women too are very egotistical. We are so egotistical that you think you are the only one left in this universe that's honest, that's pure, that's kind, that's genuine. You think that you're the only one left. So it doesn't exist. Just no. But if it exists in you, why do you think it doesn't exist anywhere else? Soulful Spot, how are you doing, darling? A guy said that one time to me, and that was just a fantasy. I always said, in charge of my atmosphere and what I want to see happen. Exactly. But many times we think, oh, ain't nobody else left out there that's decent. Well, you decent, so that means you left. So the thing is, we say all this crap, right? Hey, Janice, we say all this crap. And then now, when we say it and we create that reality in our world, because what's inside of you, you have to experience outside. Everything that you carry inside, every feeling that you carry in, and every belief that you carry in, you have to experience on the outside. So when you start saying nonsense like this don't exist, what I want don't exist, then why do you want it? And if you want it, why can't you create it? Sometimes we manifest people in our lives and we don't even know this. We manifest people. We manifest people, the people that you have had in your life so far. And this might make you all upset. This might make you all pissed off. Good morning, Melissa. This might make you upset. But the people that we have attracted in our life, understand what I said. Attracted. That means you is something attracted these people. And we don't think it has nothing to do with us. We don't think it has anything at all to do with us. But it does. Because everything that you attract has to be your extension. Everything that you have in your life is an extension of you. From the car you drive, it's your extension. It's how you feel about yourself. It's how you feel about your life. It's about how you feel that you are currently are. So the car that you have is an extension of you. The house that you live in is an extension of you. Have you ever heard someone said, you know what? I look at this thing and I'm like, I saw this shirt and I was like, this is you. This is you right here. Because you have an extension. So you have to understand that everybody that you attracted in your life this far is an extension of you. It's the hardest thing to understand and the hardest thing to accept sometimes. You know, being stagnant is my purse. In my, I don't understand that. I respect the point on attraction. I mean, I'm just saying, but the thing is, we can become something different. We think that we are stuck. Many of us think it's a game. You know, many of us think it's a game. It's a game. It's a game. This relationship thing is a game. Everybody's playing games. Everybody is playing games. That's what life is. If you ain't playing, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna, some of us, some of us, some of us, we keep complaining, oh, men just playing games, women just playing games. And all you're doing is just looking in from the outside, mad. What you mad about? Oh, it's just a game. Well, then isn't it you're gonna play or sit your ass down? But if you sit down, don't get upset, don't get angry. And if you play, learn the rules. Nobody wants to learn the rules anymore. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to learn the rules. Everybody just want to go in there thinking that everybody is just like them. I am loving, I am kind, I am nice. Well, you should be just like me. And when you are not, I'm disappointed. Listen, everything in this world, there's a psychology behind it. Psychology runs the world. Psychology is 100%. It affects animals, it affects human beings, it affects every one of us. So you're talking about you don't want to play a game. What do you mean you don't want to play a game? It's all a game. How you do and what you give is a game. How you approach someone is a game. How you speak about someone is a game. How you go at work is a game. How you drive is a game on the road. How you get the promotion is a game. How you go to school and study is a game. It's all a game. It's just that some of us are so lazy and we don't want to actually learn the rules. We think just because suffering is inevitable, freedom from suffering, a choice. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. Pain is inevitable because we all feel pain. Suffer is the suffering, to be honestly, if you don't cling, you suffer. If you When you cling is what you suffer, is when you suffer. Many of us cling on to certain ideas or certain parts of us or certain past ideas or past relationship. And when you cling on to those things, when time says it is done, when time saying it is changed, when time saying the situation is no longer here as what you expect it to be, we suffer for it. So suffering is not inevitable. It's a choice. It's really pain is a choice. So they say let it feel the pain, let it go through you, and then let it go. Because when you hold on to the pain, you suffer like a mother, right? Being stagnant in purpose, can it relate to who you're connected to? So you is that a question, right? Being stagnant on purpose, can it be related to who you are connected to? Hey, Father Rubies, how are you doing? So a lot of times when we are stagnant, see, when a plant stop growing, it's because it's not really the plant, it's the environment. When a plant or a tree is not growing, most of the time it's based on the environment. To understand that we are the same. Hey Duchess, how are you? Understand that we are the same. A lot of time when we see ourselves not growing, it's based on who we surround ourselves with. Now, many of us diagnose ourselves as depressed and all these stuff, but we diagnose ourselves, but we don't take the minute or moment to see who we surround ourselves with. Sometimes that energy of all them negative criticism and all them anger and all them stuff is surrounding us and we feed it. We feed onto it so much. And sometimes the same energy is coming from our relationship. Hey, from Puerto Rico, how you doing? You know what I mean? Sometimes this energy is coming from this relationship that we have. And a lot of times the people that we have in our lives who we sleep with, the energy that they are giving off is toxic. It's ridiculous. Africa in the house, what's good? But sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes have you ever met someone that you just love and they loved you back and you were having fun and life was great and everything was just perfect. You know what I mean? Hey, Claudine, have you ever met this person where you just clicked and everything was just, but it was like you were having a blast? I mean, you go out, you have fun. You stay home, you have fun. You walk and you have fun. It was this high intensity level of attraction from both sides. A lot of times when we do have that, what happened is that we get stagnant also because it becomes a distraction. Sometimes it becomes a distraction. Sometimes you're stuck. Sometimes the feeling of that feeling, it overshadows everything else that you need in or that you desire in life. And sometimes we think that's all there is to have. But that don't last forever. It cannot last forever. What happens? Somebody usually goes, somebody usually die. I mean, I don't want to say this, but 90% of the time, it don't last for long because it cannot last for long because life's still telling you you need to evolve. You gotta evolve. Life is not all about having the perfect relationship. Life is about having the perfect relationship about life itself or with life itself, not about a man or a woman. And a lot of times we seek all this relationship from man or woman and we don't realize that the other relationships that we are missing, the one with God, the one with yourself, the one with all things, the one with all people, the one with all the animals, the one with the stars and the kite. We don't even acknowledge anything else. That's right, balance. We have no balance. So a lot of times when we find that one love and that you can't find again, it's because you wasn't prepared for it. Because when you're prepared for it, your life has to continue to grow. Because if you stop, so we get stagnant based on who we're around. Sometimes the shit that we do or the people that we have, it is so great and they stop you from growing. You want to be with them and do things with them, and you don't want nobody else to have what you have, so you get scared and you get nervous. What if they go? What if they die? What if they stop? What if we break up? That stuff takes over your mind, and you just lose the entire reason behind it. It's pointless. I'm saying sometimes you just gotta be smart about it. It's about understanding. Now, I have some things that I wanted to say because I think when it comes to dating, I think many of us misunderstand. You know what I mean? The more I see spiritual, the more I see how much energy is off balance. And listen, the more you look into yourself, is the more off that you're gonna see that you are. You know, the more that you look into yourself, is the more you're gonna acknowledge the fact that you are, and the more you think that you're getting on, is the more off you get. Many people, we really think that we think that we are there, and based on we being there, we think that we are entitled to the perfect relationship, the perfect man or the perfect woman. Let me tell you, you're not there. Take the time when you are single, because God knows that when some of you are getting in a relationship, the self growth stop. The growth completely stop. And when you're single, all you want is a relationship. When you're in a relationship, your growth stop. Regardless, you're doomed anyways. Ridiculous. It's pointless. Many of us, all we want is a relationship. So our growth stops. Many of us, when the relationship stops, our growth starts. Sometimes your breakup is a blessing. And you there talking about I need healing. You don't need healing. You need to grow up. I mean, seriously. Sometimes your relationship has been blocking you for all these years. Then you break up. And now you are free. You see yourself. You see your state of being. And now I need healing. No, you don't need healing. That was your healing. Lord have mercy. Somebody need to copy this. Your breakup was your healing. I said, let me copy this one. That's deep. That's deep. Your breakup was your healing. Because God knows. God knows. Listen, man. Some of us are in relationship. We tiptoeing. We don't want who we're with. We don't like the person that we're with. We don't really respect them. We don't really honor them. We're not really happy. We just with them until we find somebody better. We with them because we don't think we could have somebody better. And sometimes we in relationship, we get stuck. We don't like the feeling. We don't like how we look. We don't like how we feel. We don't feel love. But since you were with them for so many damn years, right? Elizabeth, what's good? Since you was with them for so many years, you think, well, I don't know myself if I'm not with them. And when you say that, it just means that you don't know yourself, period. Because when you know yourself, you keep on and hold on to the identity or to the person that you are. See, many of you don't know yourself, and you only know yourself when you are in a relationship. That's why when you're out of a relationship, you're miserable. I want a relationship. I've been single for almost 9 months. I've been single for a year. Who counts? Who the hell counts? Why are you counting? Is not Single is a status that you created in your mind. Single has nothing to do with life. I need us to understand this. Being single or being married has nothing to do with your life or the quality of your life. It doesn't. So we always gotta base everything that we do, everywhere that we go, anyhow that we dress, who we sleep with, based on our status. Why is that serious? Why is it so important to have a status? Care if you're single? Let's be honest. Anybody give a damn? And when you keep saying, I'm single, I'm single, I'm single, like you see how annoying it is to hear somebody say, I'm married, I'm married, I'm married. Yeah, it's the same crap. They're both annoying. Nobody cares if you're single, nobody give a damn. But you being single doesn't change that you're still terrible, you're still miserable, you still don't understand that your life is not something that you could actually put or use the word single or not, that your life is bigger than you being single. Life is so much bigger than you and your relationship status. But we always, I'm single, I'm single. Nobody give a damn, man. Cut the crap out. Because all you're going to do is attract a bunch of broke, ridiculous people who want to use you because they think that you're lonely. Because somebody who keeps saying, I'm single, I'm single, I'm single. What are you looking for? And somebody say, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So after a while, people be like, damn, go eat. Like for real, like go eat. Go eat. Like if you keep, I'm hungry. Nobody walks around all day. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Shut your mouth. Don't anybody care if you're hungry. There's food over there. Go eat. But we always this single crap. Every video some of you all post, I'm single. Every time you put a comment, I'm single. Every time you watch somebody's video, you have to relate it to you being single. You relate the entire life journey on you being single. And being single has nothing to do with your life. Being single just means, hell, you was born by yourself. Okay, I know you are used to being touched. You are used to being sexed. You are used to being felt up. Your breast felt up. Your butt felt up. You know what I mean? You are used to smelling somebody's breath when you wake up in the same bed. Yes, somebody's bad breath. You are used to seeing them naked. But sometimes you have to understand that life gives you what you need. Life is there to evolve you. Single is not a sentence. It's not a death sentence. It's not a the universe hates me. And then the thing is, when we are single, we don't even take the time to improve ourselves. Because when you get in a relationship, you stop again. That's why everybody, when they get single, that's the way. See, when people become single or after a breakup, is when everybody start talking about self-love. People don't start talking about self-love until they get single. People in relationship, you don't hear nothing about self-love. Self-love, you don't hear. Oh, shut up, you're just single. You don't hear nothing about self-love when they're in a relationship. But as soon as they break up, self-love is the best love. I love myself. Shut up. Shut up. Like cut the nonsense out. If you have self-love, when you have self-understanding and self-appreciation, it's some garbage that you just don't you just don't entertain garbage. See, when you have self-appreciation, when you have self-love, when you have self-understanding, and when you have self-fulfillment, when you are self-completed, you don't settle for garbage. How are you gonna have this amount of self-love? Okay, you know what? Picture yourself. A lot of times, this is how we end up, right? We have these desires of the energies that we want. We have these desires, right? Am I speaking to you? Self-love once you. So, how do you keep self-love once you end a relationship? You end a relationship with the person, not with love. The love is not supposed to stop. You don't stop love. Remember, when you end a relationship, you close that chapter with that person. Love is what you keep inside. You have to keep love on the inside. You don't get rid of love because the person is gone. You keep the love, especially when the person is gone. You keep the love because the love is what you need, not him or her. You don't need him or her. You need love. If you don't have love, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. A matter of fact, if you don't have him, you won't suffer. You'll be perfectly fine because the body is self-healing. The body is self-preservation. Self-preserving. The body is just life itself. You don't need him or her. You need love. See, when the love is gone, is when you suffer. Is when you start feeling lost, confused, used, sick, suffering. All them stuff comes in with there's no love. So how do you end a relationship and keep the self-love? Because it's not just about your self-love don't determine or don't define if you're going to be single or not. Your self love is you. Your self love is the relationship that you have with yourself. The self love is how you view yourself. How you view yourself should never change or never be go to the negative because of someone else. Your self love should never see many times our identity entangled with someone else's identity when we join in a union of a relationship. And now we only know ourselves based on them. We know how we react to them. We know how we feel when things ain't good with them. We know how we feel when things are going great with them. We know how we feel when things ain't good at home. We know how we feel when somebody is doing something. We know how we feel when something don't feel right in our connection. And so therefore, everything that we have is governed by that relationship. That is not the way to be. So that's why many of us, that damn breakup is your blessing. That breakup was your healing because in the relationship you wasn't growing. You was done. You wasn't growing in your relationship. So life said, I got to reveal to you what this person really is. You ask God to reveal to you what's remove what I don't need from my life. So when you start seeing the revelations of your prayer, you don't like it. You know what? Never mind God. So you disconnect from God for showing you the truth, and you get stuck in a crappy relationship. What do you do to love you? You don't do anything to love yourself. You don't have to do a damn thing. Listen, loving yourself is about, it's not about loving yourself. Love is not about you. Love is about God. I mean, listen, if you cannot understand this one concept, I'm not sure what to tell you. If you don't understand that what you are is you were created perfect, right? You were created perfect by the hands of God. The hands of the universe created you specifically for this moment. That means I am the image of my creator. That's my father or my mother or whatever it is. So therefore, if my creator it is held so high above rubies and golds and diamonds, if my creator created everything and everything is so beautiful, I must be beautiful too. There's nothing wrong with me. So, what do you do to love yourself? You have to acknowledge who created you. Sometimes it's the creator who actually brings you your value. Your value wasn't created on earth. Your value can't be found in your body. Your value cannot be found in the things that you do or the things that you like. Your value was set here before you existed. Your value came, so I can't tell you what you're gonna do to love yourself. Now, you could do things when you love yourself, because when you keep loving yourself, you understand, you know what? Let me rush to go home so I could talk love to myself and peace to myself. You know what? Let me rush to go home so I could just sit there in peace away from everybody else. Because when you love yourself, the things that you do changes. So you ask, what do you do when you love yourself? You acknowledge. See, the acknowledgement of you and the creator. Leo baby. Are you mocking me? But yeah, man. But the thing is, we don't have love. If you don't have love, what can you give to someone else? And you think you're you sometimes you think I gave him everything. I gave him everything that he could ever want. That's a damn lie. That's not true. You can't give something to someone because you don't even have it. Hey, Tanya, darling, you don't even have it. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have it. I gave him all he ever wanted. How do you know what this man or this woman needs? You don't know what he wanted. Just because you giving him all of you doesn't mean that all of you is actually not toxic. Not all of you is righteous. Not all of you is blessed and peace and love. No, sometimes all of you ain't much because you haven't healed yet. You haven't recognized who you are yet. You haven't recognized or acknowledged who you are, but the relationship of you to the Creator is. If you don't understand your relationship with God, with your creator, with the universe. If you don't understand the relationship with you and them, how can you understand your relationship with you and someone else? It's impossible. Because this is the first. We call this self-love. Self-love is this my relationship from God and me. I feel blessed. I'm honored. I'm glory. I'm this. I'm God's child. I'm God's son or daughter. I am love. I am peace. You and me. This is what we send to each other. I honor you, I praise you, I respect you, but now I know for a fact it's reciprocated to me. I must be valued. So you have to find that value first based on you and the creator before you find one based on another person. We don't want to find that. So we question self love is the best love. Why? Because you're hurt. So you only go back to self or God after you get hurt. So you only go back to the love of God when you realize that someone don't love you? Please, come on, man. Stop the nonsense. Stop the garbage. Many of you all need to be broken up right now. Many of your relationship need to be broken up right damn now. That's how you're gonna find healing. Because the healing, you have to go through a time in the wilderness. Many of you all are so afraid of the damn wilderness. Many of you all don't want to go through the wilderness by yourself with just the voice of God or the voice of the universe or just the feeling or your intuition. You're afraid because you don't know where to go. You are so used to depending on a man or a woman that you have no idea where to go or what to do, or you don't even know who you are because all you know is you based on your last relationship. You don't know you. So that's why now, after you break up, you're suffering. What's the suffering for? What's the suffering for? I mean, seriously, what's the suffering really for? What are you suffering for? We don't ask ourselves this question. What are we suffering for? Because when you connect, listen, all of us, we know we all, I'm a child of God. I'm a man of God. I'm a woman of God. I love God. God is my head. God is the first. Yet you're suffering still. How? How are you suffering? If you connect to God, just because because you don't lose people, because you can't lose people, because people have their 2 foot. See, people was born with 2 foot, 2 feet, as you call it. People was born with 2 foot that when they're ready to go, they go. You can't leave. You don't lose them. They was never yours. See, you had an illusion. You had an illusion that they were yours, that they belonged to you, like there was some type of, possession. Ah, that's my possession. Thank you, Leah, baby. You know what I mean? That's mine. Ain't nothing yours. Ain't nobody yours. We are people. So when you understand that nobody is yours, and the only thing you have is you, then you start to focus on you. You focus on you more. It's not selfish. It's necessary. Listen, see, many of you are, we were taught, many of us, our age, our 40s and 50s, those of us who are in our 40s, 50s, 60s, even late 30s, we were taught if you focus on yourself, it's because you was conceited. To love self back then was a sin. See, when we spoke about loving self, hey, Black Sugaras, how you doing? Namaste. See, when we spoke about loving ourselves, oh, you just think that you all that. Well, yes. Yes, I do. Well, you just think that you special. Yes. Yes, the hell I do. Well, you just think that you God's gift to earth. Yes. Well, yes, the hell I do. Well, you just think that you're the best thing since sliced bread. Well, yes. Yes, I am. What the hell is your problem for me thinking this way? So now we have gotten away. They told us that to love yourself was blasphemy. So now we are suffering now because we never loved ourselves. If you don't love yourself, what the hell do you have to give to others? See, here's one of the problems. See, back in the days, we always talk about, our grandparents, our great great grandmother said this and said that, and my grandparents stayed together for 40 years or 50 years because people was different. People ain't different. People are the same. See, people stayed back then because they couldn't leave. They didn't have their own money. They didn't have their own job. The men that was garbage then is garbage now. And the men who are garbage at a young age are still garbage now. It's not based on a time dispensation. If you garbage, you garbage. There was men taking advantage that a woman couldn't support herself, a woman couldn't work, a woman couldn't be free, a woman couldn't vote, have her own house, have her own car. So the men did what they did, have all these babies. I'm sure some of you all have cousins that you have never met. That's in whole different countries. As your father, your grand or your great grandfather, your great 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 grand was doing the garbage. I know you talking about men was different then. No, the hell they won't. No, the hell they won't. But now that women have the power to stand up for themselves, to have their own job, understand that things, as one thing in the universe change, everything else has to change. I want us to understand this. Can we please understand this? It sounds sexist, it sounds ridiculous, it sounds immature, but I want you all to hear what I'm saying. Lady, If you change in our society, then the entire society has to change. Men don't open car doors anymore. Well, you can open your own car door. You can open your own house door. Well, you all can hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Is my headphones bad? Can you all hear me? Let me know. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Okay. Am I echoing? Am I echoing? Is the wind? Okay, loud and clear. Okay. Okay. We're here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, man. So somebody said no. Oh, echoing the time. I'm sorry. It's the headphones. It's the headphones sometimes. Okay. Yeah, my headphones echo sometimes. But I'm just saying, man, like you have to be able to find yourself by yourself. Matter of fact, you could only find yourself when you're alone. See, many of us, we can't find ourselves because we are so used to being with people. And when we're not with people, we look for the next time that we are with people. We crave the next time that we are with people. See, when we are not with people, we take the time to put in ourselves just to be enough that we could attract someone else. But then, should we stay alone? You shouldn't stay anything. To say that I'm going to stay alone is to not understand what I'm saying. Because I'm saying, stay whatever you are, wherever you are, until you know there is better. That's what I'm saying. Stay until you know where there is better. So if you alone and you okay, here's the thing, right? Um, let me let me say this. Many of us don't know how to choose. We don't know how to choose. We don't know how to pick. We don't know how to pick. We don't know how to pick the man or woman that's right for us that we desire. Okay. So let me give you all some tips. Okay. It's okay to be alone for a while, for as long as it takes, because you ain't gonna die. And if you die alone, you were born alone. You know what I mean? You're scared to trust, then you're not ready. If you're scared to trust, that's saying that you're not ready. Listen, if you're scared to be alone, you're not ready. If you are afraid to trust, you are not ready. If you are afraid to commit, you are not ready. If you are afraid to give and to be honest and to be open and to be loyal, then you are not ready. Because the fear, because when you hold on to all that stuff, you screw up the flow. If you're gonna do it, go all in. I mean, why have a job and just do it halfway? Why have a relationship? When you fill with love, there's no reason to fear. When you fill with God, why fear? Because the love just keeps flowing. The love is reciprocated every second. The love is a continual flow. There's no fear to be had. The only time you are afraid of relationship or fear to trust is when you put your love in people. See what I'm saying? When you put your love only in people, when people or when that one, think about this. Okay, let's say this real quick. Hello, how are you? Hey Sheila, I will never be ready, and I'm truly fine with that. No, it's not something to be fine with, and it's not that you are ready for a relationship. You are just letting go of the pain and the hurt. That's the not being ready. Even if you let go of the pain and the hurt, and you still don't want a relationship, let it be for that reason. But don't not just be ready because you want to just hold on. It's a choice. Hey, my sister, how are you doing, Nadine? It's a choice. It's only a choice. So if you want to stay hurt and you don't want to trust, that's your choice. I've been hurt, but I'm like, shoot, do I want to keep thinking that everybody's gonna hurt me, thinking that everybody's gonna beat me and abuse me and ghost me? No, that's me being sick. So let me just trust anyways. And if you come to the point where you break my trust, okay, and I know. No, I know. But many times we go in a relationship not trusting. We go in a relationship not feeling confident. We go in a relationship feeling insecure about it. That's the point. Have a blessed day too. Thank you. You know what I mean? We go in relationship with suffering. I don't know. If you do ever do me this, I don't know how I'm gonna take it. Man, please. If you're gonna go in, go in. But enjoy it. But it doesn't make sense to go in, have all these walls build up. You are not enjoying it while you are doing it. Then when you break up, you are not enjoying it. You're suffering again. You're suffering twice. You're suffering. You're really suffering twice. You are suffering over the entire relationship. Why are you in it? Why are you wasting your time? That's literally wasting your time. That is literally wasting your time. So you might as well just go all in. And if you're not ready to go all in, sit your ass down, relax, understand this one thing. Everybody don't want to hurt you. Everybody is not gonna hurt you. Everybody just don't live to hurt you. Everybody don't want to disrespect you. So you're not trusting, say something is wrong with you, not them. So that's what I'm saying. All right. So let me give you some tips in relationships, okay? Some simple tips. Simple tips. You go on, let's say you're looking on social media, okay? It's never an optimal readiness. When they share yourself with the world will respond. That's facts too. And the way how you share yourself is how they respond too. So we have to understand that. So we on TikTok. A lot of people finding love on TikTok. A lot of people. A lot of people. How do we know that if we never seen it? Well, how do we know anything? You know what I mean? We have to trust and realize that sometimes we might be taking a risk. Sometimes you just gotta do it anyway. Now, if you never listen, again, this is a perfect point. If you cannot see it inside, you cannot see it outside. The reason why you don't know is because it's not inside. It has to be inside first. Before you see something as a physical manifestation, it has to be a spiritual creation. And let's see, boy, look how deep that is. Look how deep that is. Woo! Before you see anything as a physical manifestation or a physical reality, it must be a spiritual creation first. The reason, the way how you know, if you cannot, how do you tell if you cannot see it outside, is because you can't see it inside. When you could see it inside, that's you creating your reality. If it's inside of your mind and you could see it that way, damn it, you are powerful enough to create it or attract it. Can we understand this? Can we understand this? You have to be able to see it inside before you attract it. How can you attract something? See, the reason why we don't like our life, the reason why we are so, we hate our lives so much is because we can't see things inside, so we're just going blind. If you can't see something or a destination, you're gonna be blind. So you're gonna meet up to any damn thing. That's why you can't see it. You gotta be able to see it inside first. You know what I mean? You have to create it in your mind. This is why you have to manifest. Listen, when I manifest a job, manifest a job. Now, if I go to an ice cream store, if I go to an ice cream store because I wanted chocolate ice cream with damn sprinkles, and the sprinkles gotta be tasty and crispy. Chocolate ice cream, and that's what I have a taste for. That is what I have the damn taste for. I want chocolate. You can't tell me I don't want chocolate ice cream. When I go to the chocolate ice cream, and the man say, I don't have any chocolate ice cream right now. Maybe some will be back tomorrow. See, many of us, we will say, well, don't really want that one, but let me get one scoop of the pistachio nuts. Because you're settling for it. Because it's not what you want, but yeah, I'll take it. So you take your first scoop of the pistachio nuts. You're like, man, God, I don't really, it's not really what I wanted. Ah, damn. Many of us do this on a regular basis. See, what we desire don't exist, or we can't find. It hasn't come to us yet. It hasn't. We haven't seen it yet because we haven't created it yet. So now we settle for the crap that we don't want, thinking that well, if I love you, if I love this pistachio ice cream, it will make my taste buds feel different. You see that as bad, Nadine? Yeah, some pick up the first thing they find. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, You have to focus on what you want and only go for what you want. Stop just going for something because what you think that you want don't exist. It exists. If you create it in your mind, it exists. But you have to trust yourself. You have to trust their process. But sometimes before you get and connect to what you desire, you have to connect to that desire inside of you. It has to become you. You have to connect with it inside. Many of us cannot connect to ourselves, but we want to connect to someone else. I'm bored. How are you bored? Connect to yourself. See, me as an enlightened person, I look at certain words. You ain't gotta tell me you been with 600 men, you been with somebody run a train through you 6 days, 6 years ago, and blah blah blah. You ain't gotta tell me other stuff. You tell me stuff like I'm bored. I'm good at that one. If you bored, you can entertain yourself. You want to entertain me? What you want to entertain me for? You want me to entertain you? You want me to come and entertain you? You want me to give you? You know what I mean? The wrong partner comes when you are lonely. Ain't that the damn fact? Matter of fact, when you're hungry and you're starving, is when, see, starving and lonely is two similar words in this circumstance. Because when you starving, you attract more. You can see all them damn potato chips, all them candy bars looking like a damn snack. You know what I mean? Like you see all this candy bars, you see all this stuff, and you like, oh shoot, that looks good. Oh my God, that looks good. See, sometimes when you starving for love or relationship, everything looks good because you think later on it's gonna satisfy me. You know, this should be able to satisfy me. Because I mean, I know it's junk food now, but hell, what's the difference between protein and fat? I'm gonna feel full regardless. So many times starving for love and relationship when you ain't got nothing else, you're gonna settle for that garbage, that temporary stuff that like it's just too much. All right, so a lot of times we on social media and we see people, flaunting whatever their knowledge, their minds, their bodies, whatever they're flaunting, right? People flaunting their self, and and that's not a judgment. I'm not talking about it in a judgmental way because that's not what I'm talking about. And you see them flaunt in a certain way. Let me say this right here. Let me say this right. Um, a lot of times, the thing a person leads more with is the same thing they feel more value, the most value thing about them. Okay? The thing somebody values more is the thing that they flaunt more. This is how you know what somebody is about. Okay? A person who's quick to speak in a way of happiness and peace. That's what they're leading with. See, a person will lead with what they have in their mind, their value more. This is how you know who you're messing with. But see, when you meet someone, follow that rule. Naturally, what you value the most, it might be your car. Is this person trying? Oh my God. Listen, listen. Watching from Africa. What's up? How are you doing? So you when you meet someone, you gotta pay attention. Some people lead with the penis. As soon as you give them your number, dick pic, boom, the penis pic has to be that is just sexual talk. That's what they're leading with. Most of the conversation is based on sex. It's based on a physical attraction. It's based on the physical. The stuff is based on what they have. My car, and my house, and my money, my job. Some people, listen, we all lead. Some people, it's all about displaying. What you display the most is what you feel like is your most valuable asset. And you have to understand this. This is facts. And when you pay attention, you will see what somebody holds highly and most in their life. How do you not know this? How are you confused? This is how you know where you stand and what type of relationship you have. People talking about people showing their bodies all day, just half naked, all the time, just naked. Look at my breast. Look at my ass. Look at my hips. Look at my lips. Look at my legs. Look at my this. Every video, every single one is the same. Not in a judgment. I'm just telling you, many times, this is how people is leading. Whatever they are leading with is what you're going to have. It's plain and simple. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because hell, if you sexy and you have a great body, a lot of people want it. It's not a bad thing, but as long as you know what you're gonna get. A person who leads, hey, Pisces, how are you? A person who leads with their mind, you could tell. A person who leads with their mind, you could tell by their words, because most of their stuff, the conversation is mind blowing. Most of what they speak of comes from a deep place. Most of what they are talking about, you can relate. Listen, you have to see what people are leading with. This is how you recognize who is for you and who is not for you. Look at what they are leading with. Does not make sense? Many times, which is nothing. If, yeah, like seriously. If a person is, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. 90% of I don't know, 100%. A lot of times, it's proven to be true. No, sometimes people, I mean, you just got to pay attention, man. Like you just got to pay attention. Leave the mind to do what it is to do, and not actions. Hi from Canada. Number two, when you meet someone, right? When you meet someone, pay attention to the energy that you are receiving from them. You ain't got to focus on staring them in the eyes to figure out what they are. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got to focus on them, looking them in the eyes. You want to date with someone, 2 or 3 dates. All they do is talk about your physical. That's all they want. I ain't want to talk about your physical yet, because I want you to ask me about. I see. A lot of times you meet people and you talk to them on the phone and they want to see you twerk. They want to see you stand up. They want to see this. I ain't saying it's wrong or right. I'm just saying they want to see this. They want to let me see your picture. Send me some pictures. Hey, let me see the body. Oh my God. I see. I don't want you to ask you for those stupid pictures. Therefore, I don't ask you for that. You know what I mean? I don't want to ask you to do this to me because I ain't doing it to you. Because my first thing, let me see how you could talk. If you can't talk, I can't even get you naked. If you can't hold a conversation, you know, like you being naked is just too much. Like, put your clothes back on, man. Like, what you doing? Put your clothes back on. And I know it sounds ridiculous because I'm a man talking like this. But if you cannot speak as an adult, not know, you ain't got to be deep. I'm talking about when you open your mouth, you still attractive. Like, oh, okay, okay. But if you can't hold a conversation, hey, all you could do is WYD all day. What you doing? What you doing? Okay. What you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. What you doing? Okay. If all you could do is not me, listen, don't take your clothes off. Keep it on. Because as soon as you take it off, you're gonna go outside. Matter of fact, don't take it off. Because sex these days, man, listen, back in the days, it was cute. Want to have me? Never, man. Listen, back in the days, sex was good. It was cute. These days, the connection is cuter. Listen, if we can't connect, I ain't talking about. Listen, Listen, I'm not even talking about chemistry. That chemistry stuff I'm gonna explain in a minute. I'm talking about if you cannot hold a decent conversation for about 10 minutes, because anybody want to be on the phone for no 2 hours. I mean, but we can. Because sometimes you're talking to someone and time is just going by. Time just flying. You don't even recognize that time is flying because the conversation is so smooth. Some people just have that frequency match. That frequency. See, I didn't say chemistry. I said a frequency. See, we're on the same frequency, so we could just vibe with the communication. I think that's a beautiful thing. When you start to vibe with the communication and you start to develop a connection based on the communication, Lord, the sexual affection and the energy, it is so much deeper because you already see them as deep as they really are. Now, when you have sex with them, the sex just extends. The sex is just an extension of. See, we want communication to be extension of sex. Oh my Lord, have mercy. But it's the sex, it is the extension of the communication and the connection. Many times the sex is good, but the connection is whack. Many times, well, not many times. Something just feels missing still. But you can't, it's very rare that you have a deep spiritual connection. It's very rare that you have a deep connection and the sex is whack. Very rare. But these days, since we don't have connection, the sex is whack. If you can't do it to me, I don't want you. If this ain't good, I don't want you. If your sex is whack, I don't want you. If you cannot perform to my standards of what I'm used to from the past, this is wrong. If your penis is not 6, 7, 8 inches, this is wrong. If your vagina is not this, it's wrong. Listen, you basing your current experience on the past. You basing your current experience on a stupid past that didn't even exist. Because if it was so good, you would have still have it. Why men change after sleeping with the woman? Men don't change. People don't change. You think I'm gonna sex with you, have sex with you, come and change? How do I change? Hear what I'm saying? I'm having sex with you, right? Now we adults here, so pardon my animated version. I'm having sex with you. And you say, right? We having sex. And she saying, and we having sex. And she say, and we having sex. And she say, and I come. I change. How the hell do I change from that? If that could change me, something is off. Then you have a power to change Jesus. I'm just saying. Hey, listen, I'm just saying. People don't change after sex. People don't change. People was put it on the front to get you to sleep with them. That don't change. It's because they never wanted you. That's what it is. They never wanted you. They don't change. See, people put am I okay? I'm okay. People put on a front to get to know you. People give you exactly what you want to hear, do what you want to do, so that Pastor Kirk. Now, if I was a pastor and doing that, I would have issues, right? I'm serious. People put on a front to get what they want, and if they get what they want, they're like, "Man, don't touch me! Don't, stop! Stop! I just came. It's time to go." You know what I mean? So it's not that they change. It's just that okay, I got what I want. Like, do you if you go to the store for a shirt after you buy the shirt, do you stay in there? No. You know what I mean? Spiritual angel was good, man. I'm seriously. If you go to the store to buy a shirt, do you stay in there after the shirt? No. You just go with the shirt. You're done. I'm done. I already got what I want. I'm done. So people don't change like that. Here's the thing. I think not judging people who don't. I think we go into sex. You're gonna shouldn't leave. Yeah, exactly. I think we get into sex hoping that the person stay. And, some people sex keeps them, but it keeps them, but the vibe is not the same. The vibe is not great. The real prophet. Fanciness was good. But sometimes, your sex could make someone who is not mentally evolved or spiritually evolved. That's sex. It's sex. It feels good, but I know sex is good. But at a certain age, though, once you don't connect to someone, the sex is like, I don't care less what kind of sex you have. Some of y'all are stuck at the sex. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all are stuck at the sex level. That's why you can't leave because ain't nothing else you got. Some of y'all ain't got nothing else from you ain't receiving nothing else from the other person. But the sex is good. They got a big penis. These days you got a big penis, you got a big ass, you up here. Like you got big old boobs and a small waist and a big ass, you up here. You got a big old 8, 9, 10 inch penis, you up there. So now he's like, hey, my value is based on my sexual properties. You know how jacked up this world is? That's your value, and you don't even mind because you keep flaunting it. Hey, look at my ass. Every picture you take, you gotta. And then you put captions. You even put captions on your picture. It's good to be alive in the life of the living. Thank God. The picture is like this, showing your ass. God is good. Jesus loves me. This I know. I know for a fact self love is the best love. When your value is based on your sexual properties, we have issues. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. I'm just saying, let's be real. And many times we choose the one who looks better, even though you manifested something, right? Even though, listen, even though you manifest something, I want a man or a woman who is loyal, peaceful, joyful, independent, spiritual minded, giving, and kind. First man you see, the six pack. Oh my God, that's the one. That is him. I know if I didn't ask for it, I would not see it. I look at his six pack and he's bald headed. Look at his beard. He looks so clean. That becomes the one. Ain't that sad? Ain't that freaking sad though? That we think energy comes with a face. We really believe that energy comes with. See, the energy of kindness and peace and love is energy. It doesn't have a face. I'm serious. It doesn't come with a face. So many times your manifestations are being sent to you, but you're distracted from the look of the. See, one is wrapped better. You need a little gut. I'm serious, man. Your manifestation is being sent to you, but he's too short. Energy don't have a face. And you sometimes you are so used. Good morning, Vaseline. You are so used to having a certain look. And you don't even know that is your brain just creating a familiar face on a body. And you say, it's my type. That's not, oh, I can't love that person. I can't love him. I don't think I can love this person like I can love that one. You notice that you love the better looking one more? Think about it. Why is that? You notice that you love the more attractive one more? Let's be real. Let's Hercules. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be more effing real. Because I think we've been lying. We've been lying to ourselves. Listen, do you notice that you love or that you connect or that you like the prettier one more or the more handsome one, the more sexier one? That's the one I feel connected to. That's the one you always love more. It is true. Why is it though? Is that because it's not real? Is your brain creating some nonsense and it creates a type? It creates a familiar because you remember the human being, the mind creates a familiar feeling so that it could protect you. Okay? So now in your mind, you develop this thing that says, it's my type. Your type is only something that you are familiar with. It's something that you have seen before. It's something that you have experienced before. So it becomes your type. Not realizing that your type is not real. There's no such thing as a type. Because everybody is different. Everybody is freaking different. Hey, I thank you all. I have some great moderators. I got my sister on here, Rasta Melanie. If you all ain't following her, y'all need to go follow my sister, my blood sister. I got Crone Goddess. Appreciate it for always there for me. I got Fair Above Rubies. Always. Actually, that's the only person I've met besides my sister. Was the greatest. Let me tell you this. Let's go into the meeting. Let's go into the meeting part. When you meet someone, a lot of time. Thank you so much, Malina. How are you? Thank you so much. A lot of times when you meet someone, I think we get confused. Thank you. I love you too. What's your name? Deep fry laundry. Man, that's three. I don't know what. What was I saying? When you meet someone, right? A lot of us, a lot of us, a lot of us will feel certain energy when we meet someone. Sometimes when you meet someone, what? Hold on, that plane is flying low. Give me a second. It's too loud. Huh. Hey, it's daytime. How are you doing? Thank you all so much for enjoying my life. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm very excited that you all enjoying my life. I'm just talking real. I'm just talking real. This is from knowledge and experience, and this is from law of attraction, law of duality, law of correspondence. This is all about spiritual laws, and all those stuff. Thank you so much. My energy is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My daughter, I told my daughter, I said, "You're so pretty." My daughter said, "Thank you. Thank you." She was only 2. It was the cutest thing. Um, so when we meet someone, this is where we don't know how to feel. See, many times, Elizabeth, not a mistake. Many times we meet someone, and when you meet this person, right, your brain start telling you, right? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Polysic. We meet someone and our brain is telling us, so now we start to feel our heart start pumping. Have you ever met somebody and your heart, you start getting nervous, your hands start getting wet, you start getting moist, your pupils change, your chest start beating, dum, 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 dum. And then you in your mind, it's like, oh my God, I've never felt this way before. This is chemistry. I know this. I recognize this feeling. This is chemistry. Let me tell you this. People who are peaceful, people who are peaceful and start acting goofy, right? You start acting goofy, you start losing your words, you can't create or generate sentences, you start getting lost for yes, my name is Kirk. No, 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 my name is Kirk. What's your name? No, no, I'm sorry. My name is Keisha. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I don't know what to say. I've never been like this before. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm sitting here with you. Oh my God. If I tell my friends this, somebody, somebody called me once. I put my number on TikTok and somebody called me. I thought it was a business call because I put my number there for business reasons, right? She gonna call me talking about, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you. I said, who is this? Oh my God, you're the guy from TikTok. Lady, do you need anything? I know I'm just my friend's not gonna be listen. Tell your friends that I hung up. Tell your friends that I hung up. Because this is ridiculous. What the hell? This is weird. You already start to say that you are inferior. Like I am so superior and you inferior. So to meet me it was like, oh, you know who I am? I am the most simplest man in this entire universe. Ain't nobody special. I'm just a damn dude talking. You know what I mean? So you call my phone for business purposes. Oh my God, it's you. Well, it's my number. Who else would it be? You know what I mean? Like, who else? You expected somebody else to answer? No, it's my phone. When you meet someone and it generates that type of feelings and emotion inside of you, you gotta stop and walk away. Seriously, stop and walk away. Because that's not that person ain't for you. See, the person for you would make you feel more of yourself that you have never felt before. Let me hold on. Stop, pause. What you just said, Kurt. What now? Hold on. Say it again. Say that more everything again. The person who is for you. This guy is a gentleman. Thank you, Father Rubies. Thank you so much. It's my number, right? I met Father Rubies. That's one of the only. I think yeah, I met Father Rubies and someone else. Um, and it was one of the most greatest meetings I ever had. It was beautiful, peaceful. But the person that you meet will make you feel more of yourself. I don't think you're honest. Man, hands up. Hurt to leave. They will make you feel so at peace because when there's a bunch of demons in you roaring around inside of your stomach, you ever been hungry and you hear that stomach making noise? That's something in you that just need to eat. When you meet someone and you start feeling your stomach growling, you start feeling scared and nervous, and you can't formulate words and you can't speak and you can't think clearly. That's an energy, it's a very strong energy that's overshadowing you and is there to defeat you. It's not there for chemistry. That is not chemistry. I don't know what you all think chemistry is. You all think chemistry is this greatest feeling. No, that's sex. You're feeling sex because you will never see. Oh, you ready for this? Don't take me the wrong way. You, am I preaching? No. You will never see two unattractive people. You will never see, you will never hear, right? You will never hear two unattractive people talking about it was love at first sight. How come unattractive people don't get love at first sight? Because that crap ain't love. That is not love. That's your sexual organs talking because that's all they can do is talk. You- I'm serious. That's your sexual, all them hormones just making noises and oh, I see you, I want to devour you. Oh, let me devour you. Wow. I'm telling my stomach starts speaking. Your stomach starts speaking. Maybe it wasn't in for you, right? Maybe my sexual energy is so powerful that you feeling it. Now you start to get horny and all this stuff, and we have chemistry. That is not chemistry. I'm telling you, the person who is righteous for you gonna make you feel peace. You are comfortable being you. You are completely relaxed while sipping your tea. And that's when you could connect to a higher level. That's when you could actually understand because your fear and your heartbeats and your heart race ain't distracting you from their energy. You are peace. You are calm. That's what you want. When you meet someone and you start to, your heart start fluttering. I have butterflies. That's not butterflies. That's gas. Chemistry the same as having a spark? That depends on what you spark. Okay, let's define chemistry. Okay, the difference because I think some people have the term chemistry and connection confused. Let's go. All right. So don't confuse connection with chemistry. Chemistry means, listen to me, listen to this. This is this is the dictionary definition. Chemistry, the investigation of their properties and the way in which they interact, combine, and change. This is what it just said. So with chemistry, there has to be a change. If I have two elements and I put them together, it must be a change. It must create a change. So the last part of the definition says investigation of all the elements and their properties and the way how they interact, combine, and change. And the use of these process to form new substance. Does this make any sense to anyone? Is anybody going to say amen or something on this one? So we use this definition as chemistry like it's a bad. Do you want to change? Why do you want to change? Why don't you want to remain yourself? Remain yourself. Don't look for a change. Chemistry is often misunderstood. You need connection. Now let's look at the definition of connection. Hold on, the plane is flying low. Give me 1 second. Uh, 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 uh. Hold on, give me a second. It's like this plane is just over me. It's not moving. Y'all hear me, right? Lord have mercy. Where the hell is this plane? Thank you, 5K. Thank you. Okay, it's going now. God dang. Must be a spaceship. Must be an alien. So a lot of people look for chemistry in this way, how they change. If it creates a change in them, right? It must be good chemistry. Sometimes that good change is just some other crop added to your own element or your own spirit, and it creates havoc. If something make your heart change their beat, if something make you breathe faster, if something is making your hands sweat, it cannot be healthy. Connection states a relationship in which a person, thing, or idea is linked or associated with something else. The relationship is which a person, thing, or idea is linked. It's a different type of link. Retire life. What's good, bro? How you doing? You know what I mean? So it must be a link, not a change, but a link. So a connection. So when something is linked, right? The connection helps them to pass things along to the next person. Things are passing smoothly. There's no blockage. There's no issues. There's a bond. That's what the connection is. Listen, stop trying to find connection in the first date. What you trying to find connection in the first date for? Yeah, Well, what are you trying to find connection? See, what we are used to is what we allow to destroy us. See, we are so used to this chemistry, this heart fluttering, butterfly. You give me butterfly. No, I don't give butterfly. You have diarrhea. They come in your life like Prince Charming, then boom, they turn. Yeah, less because people get what they want. How do you tell when is what they want? How do you tell when people just want your sex? How do you tell when people just want your body? How do you tell when people just don't want you? Because let me tell you this, I don't care what nothing says. If you listen, if you listen to yourself, if you listen, because your body cannot lie to you. I need you all to understand this. Your body cannot lie to you. It's impossible. What about twin flames and soulmate? What do you like? What as far as what though? Is their main focus? You could tell when somebody really wants your sex or relationship. They invest in you differently. Seriously, they speak to you differently. But the most important thing, you feel differently. See, a lot of times when they just want sex, you try to convince yourself. So you hurry up and give them the sex. You try, see, when you know somebody just wants sex, and maybe when you're confused when they just want sex, you don't know for a fact, but you're confused, you kind of have a, ah, mm, does he just want sex? But when you know somebody wants you, the way how they put their efforts in, see, the efforts that somebody is putting into you is different when it's just sex based. Because when somebody is putting that much effort in you, it's just one sex. Ain't nobody putting that much effort talking about. See, many times the problem is the woman end up calling and texting and setting up dates and setting up this and setting up that. The woman put her hand all in. These days, while the man has his hand inside out, he has two fingers in. You have all five fingers and your elbow. You're trying to set up dates and you're trying to meet up. You're trying to make things work. You're trying to keep things together. Things ain't together yet. This this is how you will never know what they really want because you are not given. What is up with this plane? This plane is off the chain. It don't stop. Can you hear me still? Lord have mercy. This is like the fourth time. It's like they're looking for me. Heard it looking for me. Here I go. Here I am. But listen, seriously, somebody would invest in you and put their efforts in you differently when they want you. See, if a man don't really want you, you will never know these days because you are the one who's putting in most of the time, hoping that by you putting in most of your time, that makes them more want you. You know when a man meets you the first time, you know when a man meets you the first time and he sees you, he wants you, he know you. He don't know what you're doing. He don't know what you do. You ain't got to do nothing. He wants you. Why do you think that you got to do all these things for him to keep wanting you? When somebody wants you, they really don't stop wanting you. Seriously. But many times you think that if I don't do this, and this, I don't send him this, if I don't send him these pictures, if I don't do this, if I don't give him this kind of sex, then they won't want me no more. Let me tell you this. When somebody really wants you, you have nothing to prove. And when somebody really wants you, especially a man, you will know. I don't know what kind of man these days. And I'm not downing man. I'm not disrespecting man. I'm not bashing man. I don't bash men because I'm a man. Because I believe there are quality men out there. But damn it, you have to accept responsibility for the type of men that you allowed in your life. That's why you feel this way. I don't trust. How do you mean you don't trust? You don't trust what? You don't trust who? For what? Every man ain't the same. Just like how every woman ain't the same. For a man to believe all women are the same, you're gonna feel so mad. You're gonna feel disrespected. Man, F you. You talking to all women in the same. F you, that's disrespect. But you walk around here all the time. All men are the same. All men. All men. All men. Men this. Shut up. Women are the same way. The difference between women and men is that one has a vagina and one has a penis. That's the only difference. That's the only damn difference. But we do the same damn thing because a lot of times women And one of my keys was this: women-based things. Hey, what's good? Women-based things based on emotion. You make permanent relationships, marriage, and stuff based on an emotion, not off what you know. Because what you know this right here. This guy over here, guy A, he's driven, he's intelligent, he's peaceful, he ain't got no drama. I know this. But he's not, he don't make me feel anything. He's not sexual. He's kind of quiet. He don't fight and argue. Uh, Man B, he ain't shit. Period. Man C, he ain't shit. Man B ain't shit. He he's honest. I mean, he tells me that he was doing all these things. He had women, but he want to stop. It's time to settle down. And I mean, but he looks so good. But he's saying so. He just, oh my God, he's just like he's fun. Like he do all these things. That's man B. You know who you all suckers go for? Man B. You go for man B. Why? Because it's so much fun. It is. It makes you feel like you're walking on the edge, like you're special. Like it's like you walk on the edge of the world. Anytime now, I might fall off, but damn it, I'm excited. Ah! It's an excitement because it excites you. Because only because you don't know how to create within you that type of stuff. Hey, Crystal, seriously. But the one that you know, the one that you are unsure of, that is just the man on the edge. All these other women want him. He's fun. He would keep me occupied. He would keep me challenged. He would challenge me. He would make me feel like I'm the one who won. I'm the special one. That's the one I want. Cause this other quiet one, I mean, he's driven. He may have a good job. He looks like he take care of himself. But he just and women will make a lifelong decision based on your emotions, not on what you know. Listen, we are adults now. For a childhood, I guess. I'm serious. We are adults. You go. People ask me all the time, Kirk, how can you tell? How do you know? Well, what would you do? Well, the question is, if you know, you do. Stop thinking. Stop going into overthinking. Stop. Oh my God! But this one would have so much fun. Listen. Stop doing that nonsense. Stop basing things on your freaking emotions. Your emotions is just something that generated from your thoughts. And your thoughts are just familiar from your other thoughts. It's not real. You know what I mean? But here we are. We're basing our entire future on some stupid emotion on your apps. So listen, the universe, it is so more effing balanced. The universe is so more effing balanced. If there's one person who ain't shit here, there has to be one person who is this shit over here. The universe is so more effing balanced. You hear that? Do you hear what it is? The universe is so more effing balanced that if there's one who ain't shit here, there has to be one who is shit. But your mind is so limited that it confuses what's right from what feels good. You're going for the one that feels good. And you only know the one that feels good based on what you have felt before from that type. But the one that feels good usually don't last. The one that is, see, people ask me, Kirk, how do you do this? Because how do you not do this? How do you? Because if I know, I don't do. Or if I know, I do. I do based on what I know, not on what I think that I know. No, I focus on what I know. This is the adult part of us. You're making decisions based on what you think. Potential. He has potential. Technically, he has potential. Well, in all reality, thanks for the gift, sis. In all honesty, everybody has potential. The thing is, we can attract the garbage because we think garbage. Not saying that we all garbage, but even sometimes you are what you think. And if you keep thinking garbage, you become garbage. But sometimes we attract the garbage people because we think garbage. And your thoughts is what attracts you to anyone else. Your thoughts and your belief attract you or attract them to you. So of course, if you attract him garbage, you're gonna change the way how you think. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying, man, like you gotta take accountability and responsibility for what you have in your life. You just don't want to. You go for chemistry instead of connection. You think that you have to give sex for them to keep being interested. A person who's interested in you is interested in you genuinely. Even if you're a good person, because the good person trademark is not real. There's no good person. If a good person does the shitty things, you get the shitty people or shitty results. If a bad person does the righteous things, you get righteous results. Period. It's just the law of the universe. I don't care how good or not good you are. If you're doing the things that you need to do, see the good ones. Hey, Candy baby. See the good ones always say, "I don't want to play the games." The bad one, who are in the bad situation, who probably on welfare, who we call bad, they're doing the damn right things and they're getting yours. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. They're getting the man that you want. Well, you know what? All the good dudes already have somebody, and the woman that they have usually ain't shit. But here you go. You're the good one because in your mind you're comparing yourself. Because the only reason why you think you are good is because you look at someone else and you compare yourself to them. I'm a good man. I'm a good woman. Of course, in your mind you're good because you compare yourself to their weaknesses. You know how childish and stupid that is. The only reason why you are good is based on your own comparison, your own knowledge or definition of good. Because you see yourself, but you don't see them. You don't know what they're feeling, what they're doing, what they're being through. But you think that you are good base, so now you don't want to do the game because you think a good man shall come to me because I'm good. That is not how it works. I don't care how good or bad you are. If you're doing what it takes to get what you desire in life, it's usually the underdog that wins. Why do the underdogs win? Because they have to be more determined. They have to learn the rules. They have to play the game just right. And they are focused. All they are focused on is playing the game just right. The underdog always wins. Some of them dudes that you think that they're gonna win, some of them dudes or women, they swear I have all it takes to win, but they don't play the game right. You have all it takes to win. You have the intelligence, you have the wisdom, you have the body, you have the smile, you have the peace, you have the house, you have the car, you have everything that it takes to win. But you're not winning. You're not because you expect it to come. Listen, stop thinking that you are good and realize that you are just a person based on comparing yourself based on anything else. If you stop thinking that you're good, you're gonna do what it takes. If you keep thinking that is a good man isn't a man that does what he's supposed to do. I like, listen, people, Kirk, you a good man. Don't say that. Because when I do something that you don't like, you might change your mind. See what I'm saying? Understand it. Understand this rule of this game. Some things come to a man and a woman naturally. Some things men do naturally compared to some things that women do naturally. A lot of men, if they really want you, see, when a man don't want you, you gotta go get him. Understand what I'm saying? When a man don't really want you, he doesn't show you that much. So it makes you listen. If a man not really showing no interest and he doesn't really want you, he moves really slow. That generates a different energy in you that makes you go towards that man even faster. You literally start to do most of the work to get him to want you. I'm not saying you're wrong or right. That's your business. But the question is, can you ever feel secure? Can you ever feel comfortable? Can you ever feel like confident in a relationship? Because a lot of times when a man don't want you, you have to go towards him. Because when a man wants you, nothing could stop him. Let me tell you, when a man really wants you, his wife ain't gonna stop him. When a man really wants you, there's nothing your husband ain't gonna stop you. Your husband ain't gonna stop him. Nobody in the world could stop a man from going and getting what he wants. You ain't got to try hard. You ain't got to try to make up all these dates. You ain't got to try to. You ain't got to be confused. When a man wants you, you're not gonna be confused. That's one thing. See, when somebody wants you, you'll be sure. You'll know. But when somebody don't want you, you'll be confused. And when I say confused, is that I wonder. I mean, if I stop doing this, would he like me? I mean, is he really in love? You're gonna be confused. You will never be sure. You know, you know what I mean? So we wasting our entire time going towards the man. But naturally, it's a natural thing in a man. Even though he's shy, even though he might be a little nervous, even though he might be a little scared, even though he might be a woman's man, a lady's man, men naturally are wired a certain type of way that we go for what we want. It might take us a while, and we might throw hints, and we might just be scared to say what we really want. But a man comes to you. A man will come to you. He will. If he's shy, you're gonna. Good afternoon. He won't say nothing else during the daytime. Good night. The next day, I hope you have a good day. The next day, I hope you have a marvelous day. The next day, so I was just thinking of you. And you, and again, he's so insecure. He's so now you insecure as hell too. But you, I don't want an insecure. I want a man who's not confident. Sometimes men, see, all men don't grow up playing the stupid games that you think that they should have played. All men don't grow up chasing women. Some men just don't do it. Some men just never grew up being accepted. So they are always on the, well, maybe she don't want me to. But that don't mean that they're a good man or a strong man or a man who's worth your time. So now we don't want that. You're like, that's boring. Let me do the chasing. Because some women naturally, not saying that you become men, because I don't know what a masculine energy is. I have no idea. We use them terms. No, we gotta divide every damn thing. Now we have the alpha males, we have the beta and the bitter and the beta and the alpha and the whatever else the hell you are giving these damn things to make you all feel like you all know something, dissecting every man's attitude just to feel like somebody fit in certain categories. Listen, stop that garbage. Stuff is fake. I'm here. I want an alpha male. Alpha male. Somebody who's not in tune with himself, his own spirit, his own energy. Somebody who's not in tune with the feminine part of him. Somebody who can't just relax. Somebody who always have to be rude and disrespectful and be aggressive and be this and shut you down. See, you want a man to say, shut up. If he's not strong, he can't handle me. Who handle you? You a dog? You a horse? Which want to be handled? You want me to handle you? Like you a damn horse? I want a man who could say something and make me listen. A man who could hold me down and shut up and shake me. I can't. He can't be a weak man. See, a man who has self-respect is usually known as a weak man. A man who could communicate his emotion is usually the weak man. A man who actually is humble. All right, all right, Queen Love. Thanks for joining. You know what I mean? A man who can control his own emotions and his own attitude and who is focused and driven. He's a weak man because he can't fight, because he can't get loud and he can't do the drama. He can't go out there. He's boring. Some of y'all women think that if a man stays home all day, would you? Why don't you get up and go somewhere? Oh my God, you're so boring. Like I'm your only friend. Listen, some men, that's what they want to do. That damn childhood trauma. Thank you, Lisa. But I'm serious. Some of you all just expect a man to be. Why? Because I'm a man, I have to be hard. Ask me the last time that alpha male went hunted and killed a damn bear. Ask me. Ask the alpha male. When is the last time? If he is so bad, when is the last time he got up and go hunt a damn lion and to protect his family from a bear? Ask him. But no, these men showing a sign of not giving a F, care how you feel, don't listen to you, and I want an alpha male. You see how foolish we are? This is how foolish we become. Talking about I'm an alpha male. When's the last time? Just because he's hard, what man? What manner of a man is hard towards a woman? His woman. A woman don't. The woman that I love, the type of woman that I want, don't want that type of hard. No, I can't be. Listen, no, I can't do it. I used to. I can't do it. No, I can't. I'm the one who would hold you and hug you. My sisters know this. I'm my sisters. I'm my sister. Even when I was with Barbara Rubies, I even laid on her shoulder once or twice when we were eating. Because I'm a peaceful man. I can't be just mad. Hey, Sherry. Pastor Kirk. Good that you wake up. But seriously, some of y'all women want a man to be hard and no, I want a woman who wants me to be soft. I ain't killing no damn bear. I am not killing no bear. So if I'm not killing a bear or chasing a lion or protecting my family from lions and tigers, what am I being hard about? I'm just walking around mad, just hard. Shut up. And you call it an alpha male. And you don't call him an insecure, angry little man. You call him an alpha male. And the beta male, he's a better. I don't even know what the hell those things mean. Some man in prison. I mean, come on, alpha male. You want to alpha male? You could have survived 2,000 years ago when man was fighting against freaking donkeys because he was hungry. You could have hunt for your family now, and you think that you're something special. You ain't special. And so you are a woman who still want that type of man. You're gonna get it. And when you get him, don't complain. Take that alpha male. Take that ass whooping. Because the alpha male will give you ass whooping. Listen, I want a woman who want me to be soft. Because I'm the type of man, I want to, you know, hey, I don't want you to be my peace, but I want to be peaceful when I'm around you. Because you can't be my peace. Listen, ladies, you can't be my peace. I'm my own peace. I can't be your peace. You are your own peace. But when we come together, your peace and my peace, we create a damn perfect environment. We create one of the most peaceful space. But you can't be my peace. But I want to be peaceful around you. I want to be able to lay on you and just talk and converse and we ain't got to argue and think about whatever happening outside. Because what's happening outside is outside business. We're inside now. Let's go. Listen, come on. Come here. Come here, bro. Let me give you a kiss. Mwah. Oh, look at you. Look at you. See, some women think, oh, he's so soft. He's sensitive. To hell with you. I'm just saying. To you, a woman who thinks that that's soft and that's gay, to hell with you. F you. All day. I hope you stump your toe in your red shoes tonight on the bed and then stump the other toe on the chair, on the couch. I want you to stump it twice. Talking about, oh, that you too soft. Oh, he's too nice. You see, you are passing up all these nice guys. He's too nice. Stupid. You rather be with something that you gotta chase. You know, when you hit 40 and 50 years old, let me tell you, when you hit simps, I saw somebody call me a simp once. I didn't respond because I didn't know what it means. I didn't care because you're talking about dudes who don't even know themselves. You know, the number of men who know themselves and who are secure within themselves is very small. So for a man to call me a simp, number one, I don't know what it means. Number two, I am not gonna make you. Hey, come on, seriously. I mean, I'll argue with you. You don't know me. Are you calling me a name because I'm generous and I'm kind and I'm loving? You call me a simp, so you want me to be hard on a woman? What has she done to me? You know what I mean? Like, what has she done to me for me to not listen or me to just be mad and shut your mouth and sit down? You're not a child. I don't even tell my child anymore. I don't even tell that to my children anymore. Shut up and sit down. What? My daughter's gonna be like, wait, what now? You tripping, Daddy? You tripping? Yeah, you're right. I'm tripping. My bad. I don't know what the hell is going over me. No, you're a woman. Accept that nonsense just to have a relationship. Some of y'all be accepting that garbage just to be with someone. Some of you want someone so much in your life that you settle for that nonsense, feeling good. He's an alpha male. Well, let me tell you this. Once you start making an excuse for a grown person, whether you're a man or a woman, when you start making an excuse for a grown person, you need to grow the hell up. He's just having a bad day. The man don't have his own mouth. The woman don't have. She's just, she's going through something. Listen, then go through it. Go through the shit that you're going through, but shut your mouth. Matter of fact, when you go into things, be by yourself. You ain't got to go off and loud and rude and all this stuff. Come on, man. It's time for us to grow up. Get over this damn pain and trauma that we. Listen, the longer it takes you to heal is the longer it takes you to heal. You hear how simple it is? The longer it takes you to heal is the longer it takes you to heal. It's some ridiculous crap. It's some ridiculous crap. You want this, but you don't have this. You want something in a man, but you don't have it within yourself. You can only have what you are. My soon-to-be ex-husband always yelling, "I'm an alpha male. We don't like masculine." You know what, man? Men don't like masculine women until the masculine woman is bringing in money. Men don't like masculine women until the women are actually throwing themselves on them. See, men don't like masculine women. Alpha male don't like masculine. I don't even know what a masculine woman is. I don't know what the word masculine is. I think we take these words and we put our own interpretation. Listen, we are all masculine and feminine. Hi, Palisade. Thanks for joining me. We are all masculine. If we was just one energy, something would be off. We would not exist. You cannot be one, not have one. You cannot be one without the other. There is no such thing, Fab Kim, as a strong or a weak woman. And there's no such thing as a strong man or a weak man. They are unconscious men and they are conscious men. And conscious means to be aware of yourself. That's all it means. Some people who ain't aware of themselves will be loud and disrespectful. They will take the L. They will always lay down and they will people walk over them because they are not conscious of who they are. There is no such thing as a weak or a strong person. God didn't create anything that's weak. Doesn't exist. But we lack the knowledge of ourselves, so we become toxic. We lack knowledge of ourselves, so we become controlling. We lack knowledge of ourselves, so we become this hard shell. We lack knowledge. I'm not no people call me a strong man, but I'm not hard. I'm not strong. I'm just conscious. I'm very relaxed. I take life how it should be. I do what I know, and I know what I do. I don't do things based on emotion. Like I could see a woman walk, she look good, like ooh, ooh, because that's what I do when I see a good-looking woman. I say, ooh. You ever seen somebody before? I say when she walking by, so she always tell when I'm looking, right? I'll be like, ooh, and I can't stop doing it. I don't know why. You know, and they call you strong because you could take care of yourself. That's not strong. That's being an adult. So when I see not even for it, when I see a woman with a big behind, I'm like, oh, but that's an emotion that I just generated inside of me. So now the emotion, I could allow that emotion, I could allow that emotion to make me go and do my thing. Or I could realize that's not for me. Let me not do it. I want it, but it's not for me. So let me just keep calm and mind my business. Papa Ruiz! I'm like, whoo! Because that's what men do. But I'm saying we are basing our entire life on ridiculous emotions. We just can't be emotional people. Because the reason why you don't get it is because you are basing your thing on emotions. Emotions are real, yes, they are real. But what happened is they're based on your thoughts. And sometimes your thoughts are very temporary based on what you are experiencing at that moment. So when you experience, that's why I always say, thank you so much for calling me wise. Thank you so much. That's why I always say, listen, people always say, you know, I outgrow my spouse. And I don't like him anymore. I don't like her anymore. I've outgrown him. And you hear women say that a lot. I've outgrown him. I have outgrown him. At one point, I thought that was a real thing because I thought I could literally outgrow someone. I literally thought in my own mind that I have the power to outgrow someone. And I'm like, huh, that's like saying a shark outweighs a goldfish, outgrows a goldfish. Well, you can't compare the two. That's like saying a whale outgrows a little snapper. But there's no comparison. So the whale cannot outgrow a snapper because they wasn't meant to be the same size or the same fish or whatever it is. It wasn't meant or supposed to be the same. How can I outgrow you when I'm not meant to be the same? I'm not driven by what you are driven by. I don't want what you want. You cannot outgrow me. So here we are. People get married, people get in a relationship at this current stage in their life, knowing, right? Hey, Miss Apache, you get, see, at this part in your life, you ain't at peace. You ain't in love with love itself. You are not happy. You are not joyful. You are not content. If you build anything on that shaky, ridiculous foundation, you have to outgrow it when you finally find yourself. You build it. You build that. If you build a relationship on your foundation where you are not stable, you are not self loved, you are not self respected, you are not self honored and self glorified and self this and self in tune and self, thank you for the gift. If you are not self healed, anything that you build on this garbage will fall. It has to fall. You don't outgrow them, you outgrown yourself. You have outgrown where you was. And where you was, the thing is where you were at, what you did, you outgrow that part. So everything that you have built, your relationship and everything else, you have to outgrow it. You don't outgrow the person. You can't outgrow the person. That's why you before you get in relate. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that. Before you get into that self, you have to become your best version. So when you become your best version and you attract your best version, because you only attract yourself. You don't attract, listen, you only attract your own energy. You attract yourself. You don't attract me. You attract the you in me. Hercules, Hercules. You hear what I just said? You hear what I just said? You don't attract me. You attract the energies that's aligned with the energies what's inside of you. You only attract you. You attract yourself and me. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, before you become your greatest version, sometimes being in a relationship before you get there, you're gonna stunt your own growth. Because sometimes you just get distracted. But I always wanted to be, but I got married. Stop. And some of you all give up everything just to be with. You give up what you really desire in life. Some of you all give up everything that you desire in life just to be loved by someone who can't even love you as much as yourself can. Listen, you know the person that could love you the most is you. That person that could treat you the best is you. That person that could respect you the most is you. That person that could comfort you most is you. Right now you can't because you don't work on yourself. You work on him. You work on her. See, we give our attention to these people. We give so much of our attention and our effort. That's why you're weak. Because you take all your power and you give it to someone. There you go. Now, when you go, I lose everything that I ever was. I build my foundation upon you. So when you leave, I am lost because my foundation becomes shaky. The house is torn down. We build ourselves on people. It's gonna be a number one fact. We build ourselves on people. We build our foundation. This is why we are so quick. I've been single for a month. I've been single for a whole year. I mean, I'm ready. You ready for what? What are you ready for? Because life gives you, listen, everybody is where they need to be. Everybody is where they should be. Every one of us. Sherry, you still there? I ain't see your comment yet. I hope you ain't going. Everyone is where they should be. Ain't nobody at a different place where they shouldn't, because that's not how life works. Everybody is where they should be. And if you're single, enjoy it. If you're married, enjoy it. If you're in a sex relationship, enjoy it. If you're in a committed stuff, enjoy it. If you're in something, but if you're in something that you don't like, change it because you're there because you want to be there. Because ain't nobody forcing you to be there. Good. I thought you left. But everybody is where you need to be. And when you stop needing to be there, you will graduate. But if you haven't learned your lesson, you're gonna stay there. Because we keep replaying these levels of education until we graduate. And when you graduate, you have to move on. Because once you know, you know. See, the thing is, it is right. Someone says, once you know, you know. That's right, Fab Kim. We're gonna evolve. Once you know, you know. And if you know, you can't go back. See, every time we know and we go back, we get hurt. We always get hurt. Let me tell you this. One of the biggest problems is this right here. And I said this before, we lower our frequency, our vibration and frequency, just to meet someone. The person looks good. The person looks good. He's sexy or she's sexy. Baddie off the chain. She's a baddie. For 1 second, man. I'm in my 40s. Bodies don't do anything. I have one too. You have one. So why are we so amazed and so lost from it? Oh my God. He's wearing gray sweats. Oh, he's moving his little pee all over the place, and it's just, oh my God, look at it in his sweats. You know, ooh, her boobs. Every time she moves, it shakes. Every time her ass jiggles. Well, it does. It's supposed to. It's like fat pockets. You know, it's like fat. What's the word? Fat, 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 fat. It's like fat packets. You know what I mean? It's like fat packets. You know, let me say this. Back in the days, you remember when you show somebody your ass, it was a disrespect? You're like, kiss my ass. And now we showing people your ass. You want me now? Now? How about now? Now? How about now? Man, you know, um, let me say this. I'm serious. Like, we really get caught up in some body stuff. We get caught up in some ass, like literally. Like, it's my ass. I know you want me. You know how many, not bragging, because I don't brag. Listen, I'm this normal, simple, natural person. You know, I ain't the prettiest from this angle, but when I come to this angle, I'm still not the prettiest. But when I look at you, I'm still not the prettiest either. But damn it, I'm just this natural, normal person. But in my 40s, I will be damned. I am damned if I let your ass confuse me. Hey, listen, you think I'm coming in? You think I've come this far to be fooled by an ass? I know what your ass do. Now, I'm not a Leo. I'm a Scorpio. I know what your ass did because I do it every day too. Why am I so caught up in your ass? No, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's attractive, but I know what they look like. I know what they smell like. I know what comes out. It's not that. Listen, I think we are too caught up in this nonsense. And we allow ourselves to be distracted. We have women who don't even like themselves because their ass that they poop out of that was created to poop is not big enough. What you want, bigger poops? We have people who insecure with themselves. They took all of life to be insecure with our ass. You think if my penis was 2 inches, you think I would be insecure right now? To hell with you. Somebody would love it. Somebody would love it. If my penis was 2 inches, I'm not wasting no more of my damn time over physical nonsense. Yeah, they got the BBL. Many of us are so struggling right now because your ass ain't gonna do it. Your ass hasn't been doing it and is not gonna do it. Your ass don't make you deserving of anything that you listen. Come on, man, seriously. I think we take this thing too far. It's like a man have a big penis. He show it to you, bam, dick pic. Oh, you deserve me. You see how dumb that sounds? Dick pic. Oh, it's nice. Look at it. Most, I think sometimes when a man send you dick pics, they think that you start to drool. Oh my god. You know what I mean? So they keep sending you these dick pics, thinking that these dick pics, and if these dick pics are doing something for you, something is off with you. Seriously, you are disconnected from the truth. You, he be thinking, okay, he sent, so first he's like, okay, I'm gonna send her a dick pic. She gonna like this, she gonna like this. Send, working. I know she's zooming. I know she's looking at it. I know she's staring at it. She's zooming in. I bet she's zooming in right now, huh? Yes. She likes it. And she sends back a message. Why did you send me that? I mean, I you don't know what the hell to say now. Lost. But sometimes it works because that's what it. Men just don't do things that don't work. We think if a man keep doing it and it don't work, that he gonna keep doing it. No, it works for someone. It works for some. Some of you all don't want to be honest enough to tell a man you effing crazy. Just like how some of you all are afraid to be open and speak honest with your people. Because you think if you are honest, they're gonna think that you're complaining. If I'm honest, you're gonna leave. If I'm honest to you, you won't stay. If I'm honest, you're gonna be mad. So what? So he sent this dick pic and she didn't receive it well. They realized that's what he was leading with. I remember I gave this lady on TikTok my number to talk business. It was a business call. Here's my number. I only give up my number for business purposes. Um, and it was about real estate. It was how to start setting up, your buying and selling. I wanted more information. She told me she's been doing this for years. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna buy properties, fix them up, and sell them. She's like, I do that for 12 years now. How do I do it? I'm like, how do I do it? She's like, hey, what's your number? I said, here's my number. Bing! Send her my number. She sent me a message. I was like, yes! Open the message. It's all about, it's like six ass shots. Six ass shots. Different angles. She sent me six pictures of her ass from six different angles. And I was kind of insulted. It's like I thought he was talking. I never replied. I never acknowledged. I never acknowledged receiving them. I just blocked. I'm a grown man. That stuff don't. Now, don't get me wrong. If I'm talking to you 4, 5, 3, 2, 6 months, and I'm liking you, and we just clicking. We clicking. Ah! Look, bad girl. Like mangoes. I picture two mangoes. Mm. But when you think that you're gonna lead with your ass and think that I'm gonna follow you because you think my head is down to my ass, hey, for a man to lead, For a woman to make to think a man leading with his ass, that means my head gotta be down here at all times, and I'm following your ass. I don't walk. I walk straight up. I look at your head. Look at your ass. See if I look at your head. If I look at your head, I look at your ass. I'm walking like this, looking retarded, looking ridiculous, looking like an old person with a back problem. I'm not stooping low. Stop stooping low. Stop letting people lead with their penises and asses and think that they could control you, control where you go. Ain't that embarrassing? So for you to think that, and of course on TikTok, you get these women, like you could tell, like you could listen. I don't care what nobody says. You could tell when you think this is your greatest asset. You could tell. You could tell the people who think, hey, Jink, how are you? You could tell the people who think this is their best asset because that's what all they have. Remember, this woman came in my inbox talking about, hey, I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes. She's like, I see that you like my videos. I said, yeah, you like mine, don't you? I like yours too. But in the videos was her body showing. She's like, I, think that you were cute and you were handsome and you were smart. But I think that you were cute. You think I'm cute, handsome, smart, and intelligent. I say, I think you're cute too. And that's all I said. I think you're cute. She's gonna be like, well, I'm just bold and blunt. I like you and I want. Hold on. What now? What? Well, you seen my mindset. I haven't seen yours. I seen your body. It looks damn amazing. Oh God! But I don't know. No, I'm good. No, no, I'm not interested at all. You think that right there interest, man? Man, I've, you know how many women I've been with? I'm not bragging, but I've been with a lot of women. God knows I'm not bragging. I've hurt many women. I've been hurt myself. But I've been with a lot of bodies. I've seen a lot of bodies, naked bodies, dress bodies, bodies with no legs, and bodies with one arm. I've seen bodies with three butt cheeks. I've seen bodies with big nipples and small nipples. And I've seen women with three nipples even. Got one in the middle. I've seen women with stretch marks without stretch marks. Big butts, small butts, flat butts, no butts. I've seen women with no thighs. I've seen them all types. Not intrigued anymore from your body until at a stage where I know you and we are connected. See, when after you connected, the body, not, I'm for real. I, hey, Michaela, how you doing? But yeah, I've seen many bodies. It don't, it don't really do that much for me anymore. It's good to look at. You know what I mean? It's beautiful and amazing to look at. But we gotta see. And I don't want to ask what you bring to the table because I could care less. I don't have a table in my dining room, so I ain't gonna spit out your water. But I ain't gonna ask you what you bring to the table. It's not about a table. It's about what else do you bring to yourself? Because what you bring to yourself is what you bring to me. I don't want you to bring nothing to me because I bring everything for myself. Listen, let me hold on. Let me say, this. I don't need you to bring shit to me. I have enough for me. I came prepared at my table with my stuff. I'm worried about what you bringing for you. What could keep you entertained? What could keep you loving yourself? What could keep you at peace? What could keep you, just what you is whatever you bring to you is what you bring to me. I ain't looking for you to bring nothing to me. I could bring for myself. I could create my own happiness, my own joy, my own peace, my own food. I cook for myself. I wash my own clothes, wash my own dishes. I mean, you already see that when I'm home. What's your question again, Father Rubies? What's your question? I didn't see it. How do anyone go crazy over fat meat? That's funny. I didn't see your question, Father Rubies. What did you say? I still don't see it. Oh man, Alicia, how you doing? I didn't see. I still didn't see your question. Ask me again. But yeah, man. So for you to think, I don't need you to bring the. We have this thing. We have this thing, right? Then why do people get married or relationship? Because people. Well, number one, let's be real. Can I be real? For you asked me a question. Can I be real? Hey, Donna Love, thank you. Let's be real, okay? A lot of people get in a relationship for love. That's why they go. They want somebody to love them because a lot of people. That's why many don't last. This is why 60% of marriages don't work. No, 50% of first marriage don't work. 60% of second marriages don't last. And 70% of third marriages don't last. So people get in marriage for their own reasons. Not saying it's a bad or good. Whatever you want to go in for, get in for it. For me personally, I don't look at things as permanent. I look at things as right now. It is right now. Tomorrow is tomorrow. Next year is next year. Let's each take care of themselves. But that's me. So a lot of people get in a relationship because they want to extract something from the other person. I mean, tell me if this don't make sense. I'm not saying this is the right or wrong reason. I'm saying many people want to extract something, some type of emotion, some type of feeling, some type of love, some type of attention from the other person. So people get married for that reason. People get married for opportunities. If I marry you, I probably have the best house, the best cars, the best living, the best life. People get married for any different reason. All many reasons. People get married, but some get married because, listen, I'm going this one journey, you on this next journey. We're on the same journey, going the same place in the same direction. Sometimes I get tired. When I get tired, I realize that you are there to uplift me. When you get tired, I'm always there to uplift you. Listen, I've grown to love you and accept you. I respect you. Let's get married. The marriage is just smooth. So people get married for that reason too. I'm not saying that's the best reason, but that's the reason that works. That's the one that works out longest. God, there's a genuine care. Yes, you get into relationship after you found yourself. Many of us, we try to find ourselves in a relationship. Every minute you finding yourself in a different relationship. See what I'm saying? So yes, if because what does a relationship do? Relationship is not to make you happy. Number one, it's not to make you happy. Not against marriage at all. I am for marriage. I am not against anything in life. I am for growth. I am for love. I am for peace. I ain't for the garbage. I ain't for the beliefs. I ain't for the religious nonsense beliefs. I'm for peace, self-love. I'm for all the things that make you better. I just think that we get married these days for filthy, dirty, ridiculous reasons, and we end up, I need healing. Yeah, shut up. You don't need healing. You need to go find yourself. You know what I mean? I mean, the trap is just ridiculous sometimes. I think it's just ridiculous. I think it's just pointless. I mean, not marriage is not pointless. It's just that we ain't finding ourselves. We're 40, 50, 60 years old, ain't finding, we don't know ourselves. We're still scared. We're still walking. I don't know. I'm unsure. Oh my God, who am I? Oh my God, I can't find myself. Oh my God, he broke me. He broke me. He broke me. How are you gonna still be broken at this age? How are you being broken at this age still? All this time you had to invest and to love and to give yourself peace and to give yourself clarity and to be one with the entire universe, you still getting broke at 40, 50, 60? God dang it. It make no damn sense. You still getting broke at this age. You're supposed to know yourself so much that even when you come in union with someone else, you leave with what you came with. You leave with yourself and your identity. Seriously, you're supposed to leave with your identity, but no, you leave with a bunch of pain and suffering. How? Why? For what reasons? Makes no damn sense, does it? I'm just saying. How are you gonna come in there? Here, people don't break you. Your expectations break you. You putting up with garbage break you. You accepting things from people that you don't deserve break you. You allowing people to use you breaks you. People don't break you. You're breaking yourself. I'm broken. How are you broken at 40, 50 years old? Like, God damn it, man. Like, seriously. Like, for real. Like, you don't love you. How are you going to give somebody everything that you have built? Nobody deserves that but you. They deserve what they built. I deserve what I built. Listen, I'm going to have my wife sign, what do you call it? A prenuptial. But not for the things. You can keep the damn things. You keep the house. You keep the cars. But you ain't keeping my love. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're not keeping my peace, or you ain't taking my peace with you. You ain't taking all me with you. You ain't taking my joy with you. You ain't taking my spirituality with you. You ain't taking that stuff because that stuff can't be rebuilt. Because when that stuff is gone, Lord, how you pay the price. You pay the price. You be in a corner. And Jesus, no, you called in Jesus? You know what I mean? No, you called in Jesus? Listen, how are we broken and have so much fear? If you have you and you are content with you and you keep see, once you keep building yourself, there's no need to be fearful. Because once you keep building yourself, you know for a fact, even when you gone, well, I miss you, but damn it, I never stopped building. The problem is we stop building ourselves because we think that the relationship is the pinnacle. You could have your life, you could have your children, you could have your peace, you could have your happiness at work, you could have your good career, you could have your good house, your good whatever, and you still, I don't have a relationship. I'm single, so I'm not happy. You telling me everything else you have, and a relationship is where you fail? A relationship is what broke you. You stayed so long that you effed yourself up. Man, you out of your more effing mind. You think I've come this far to give you all of me? You think I've created this much to give you all of me? You think I've created this much just to say I'm handing it over to you because you insecure? Are you out of your damn mind? And we do this, so we are so afraid. I want to give somebody all of me. Why? Why you want to give somebody all of you? You don't like it? You don't like you? Like yourself? Because why you want to give something away? You don't give away what you have built all your life. You don't give away that stuff. You give away the stuff because you haven't done anything with it. Look the same. Look the crop looked the same last year. Your life is the same 2 years ago, last year, and yesterday. So you have to give it away. Here you go. No, nobody has worked and built and worked and invested and worked and built and created all this beautiful kingdom and say, here you go. So when you go, you take it with you, and I'm just be, I lost everything. Are you out of your more effing mind? This is why we are so afraid. This is why this is why most women are so afraid of relationship because they don't know how to control. They go by emotions, not by knowledge. What's the point of learning a lesson and still going by emotions? What's the point of going? This is why you all keep attracting the same garbage because you keep using the same emotions to make the same decisions. You're not going from what you learn. You're not like some of you all just don't think. You overthink about nothing. I don't know what you're overthinking about because the shit don't work. You all can't hear me? Can you hear me? Somebody said they can't hear me. I'm just saying. You overthink about nothing because you make the same decision based on your emotion. But I think he might be better this time. That man or that woman didn't love you for the past 10 years. You think he's gonna love you tomorrow? Shut up. Like, stop being stupid. Some of you are just being plain stupid and ridiculous. Because you lack so much self-love that you need someone to be the object of your love. You just can't love and just be still with your love. You have to love, but the only reason why you love or you have love is to give to someone else. It's supposed to sustain you, not sustain them. It can't sustain them. That's why they keep walking away. Your love cannot sustain them. That's why they keep leaving. Your love only makes you sustainable because you don't leave. You are the only person that will not leave. Lord, have mercy. How do you love yourself properly? By not putting an image of what property looks like. Love is a decision that you make, and every day when you start to learn yourself, because there's nothing that you do that could make yourself love yourself. Because love is not based on things or what you do or what you do. Love is based on an understanding or a connection. You got to connect with yourself. Hey, Flo, Joe, how are you doing? You know what I mean? Love is about connecting to the universe, connecting to your God, and realizing your value here, your value to the one who created you. Once you have that value, once you have the understanding of that value to the one that created you, love becomes recognizable. Ain't like you don't have love, you just don't recognize love, you don't understand it. But once you connect, I ain't talking about the religious shit. I ain't talking about the religious connection to God. I'm talking about the real. You is just me alone in the world. But what's the song? It's just me and you. What's the song? What's the name of the song again? What's the song's name? Alone in the world. I don't think that's the name. Yep, this is right here. Boy, YouTube, you type in 2 words and you get the whole damn song. Uh, uh. Mm, mm, mm. Woo! Yo, the song is called "Open My Heart" by Yolanda Adams. Listen, some of y'all are so afraid. Nadia, the song is called "Open Your Heart." She called it my name. Open. What's it called again? It's called "Open My Heart" by Yolanda Adams. So many of us don't want to be alone with the Creator. We want to say, "I love God," but I don't want to be alone. Matter of fact, God is sending me. Yeah, until you learn to be alone and you have accepted being alone and you have accepted and not being alone, you realize that it's not relationship that makes you happy. You are happy within. Is is the connection with you and the universe and the God and understanding with you and God that makes you is that's what fulfills you. Nothing else. So a lot of times when like how she says, my decision, what does she say? And ask you for your guidance. And a lot of times we ask for guidance from God and then we see the reality of who we're dealing with. But you know what? We don't we don't even receive what we see. We doubt. Nah, I think I think he's just having the best. God, give me guidance. Now I just think it's just one. He wasn't always like this. She wasn't always like this. It's just that I don't know what's wrong. You just ask for guidance. You are stop being stupid. Hey, Toddler. You know what I mean? Like you ask for guidance, believe what the guidance that you are seeing. Sometimes when people start to show their ass, you got to believe that this is what you asked for. My boyfriend is a grumpy person and gets offended easily. It rubs off on me. I don't know how to handle it. You know, listen, if somebody is grumpy and all that stuff, that person should be alone. That person just don't need a relationship. That person need help. He need help. He don't need a woman. He needs help. Listen, when a person is always angry and grumpy, they have a problem with themselves. If a person has a problem and that much issues with themselves, that means they will have issues with everyone else, including you, my dear, including you. You will not be happy. You will not be free. You will not be able to say what you want to say. You will not be able to do what you want to do, be who you are. You will always be based on identity based on what they feel like you should be. Listen, you're wasting your time right now. That person needs to fix themselves. I won't waste my time. If you have a bad and if you have that bad stuff and always grumpy and always this, you need help. You don't need a boyfriend or girlfriend. You need to realize I am not needed here. You have problems. I don't even waste my time. Listen, we're too old for that kind of stuff. We're too old. We're too old to be settling in stuff just because it's listen, just because you could have something doesn't mean that you should. Just because someone is available doesn't mean that you should. Just because someone is there single doesn't mean that it's yours. What's the question again? Lenny, what was the question? Let me see. Um, yes, with no understanding attached. I didn't see a question. I didn't. I'm the too nice kind of person. Question: do you guys want a little drama now and then? Um, if you give me drama, I'll give you my space. So these alpha males probably want the. I don't know about alpha males and beta males. I'm saying for a man, I, I could only answer questions from my level of what I am at this point. I am a, in my mind, I'm a enlightened person, meaning I see light within me and I see light outside. If you give me drama, I don't want you. Now, I'm not saying if you have stuff, because a lot of people have stuff in their lives, and that's fine. You know, people don't need people to deal. Like you don't need me to deal with your drama. You want me to be there while you work on you. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But when you start to project drama in my life, listen, I'm good. You out there your damn mind. We're too old. We've been listen. We've been Kirk knows Kirk, so I believe. I sure do. Listen, we've been in drama since we was teenagers. It's, it has to come a time where it has to stop. If life continues to have drama, a relationship continues to have drama, this continue. No, we're doing something wrong. I mean, we haven't learned, but no, we don't need drama in our life. Everybody already have their own level and amount of drama that they desire. I don't want to come home to more drama. I go to work. I have drama at work. People who don't want to listen. People who annoy me, draining my energy. I come home to you. You think I want to hear nonsense? No, I want to eat, relax, cuddle. Well, not cuddle, but I want to relax. Soon to be ex-husband of 3 years blame me for not giving him enough compliments. Word of affirmation. I mean, men need that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna say they don't. I know for a fact they do. Men need compliments. But a compliment to a man is different. A man needs the type of compliments that say, "Oh my God, you are such a brilliant man. Oh my God, you are so helpful. Oh my God, you are such a man, a woman's man." Like that type of stuff is what men need. Men don't need you are so cute, you are so handsome. I mean, it feels good, but a man needs something like the ego type of touch a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was taught by a mentor, how can I assist you? Or are you vetted? Facts, 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 facts. You want me to help you or not? You give him, did you know? What yeah. It shouldn't be mounted. Yep. Drama was the wrong word. Let's see. Should I set, you should set boundaries, not more or less boundaries. You set the boundaries that you desire. You set the boundaries that you know for a fact that you, oh, see, when you start thinking drama is boundaries or boundaries, if your boundaries build drama, then that's not the one. If you creating boundaries, right? If you created boundaries and drama comes, that's your answer. Seriously, that's your answer. If when you create boundaries, people leave or arguments start, that's your answer. Take that answer. You got to have boundaries about everything. What I believe in soul ties is real. I believe every time we open our soul to someone, open the soul, open up to someone, especially in the height of sex and all those things and all those commitment and all those ideas and beliefs. When you open up that calling you to someone. Some people just never leave you. Some things just don't leave you. Some things you have to live with them being there. And some people, they don't leave you. I don't care what you do, they stay in your life. What they told you, what they said to you, what they did to you, the energy stays. So you gotta be very careful. Soul ties, man, listen, people will be 100,000 miles away and still affecting you. You still getting their downloads. You're still worried about what they think about you. You're still worried about how they feel about you. You still are drawn to them. You still want them knowing that you shouldn't. You still them things are real, man. Especially when you open up your when you have this strong. I was gonna say something, but I probably shouldn't. But yeah, you gotta be careful. Anyways, people, that's my time. My phone about to die. You all know this. I know my phone always dying. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for listening to me. I was just on my walk, and now it's hot, so I got a mile and a half to walk to go to the house. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I hope somebody could pick me up. Who can pick me up? Because it's hot as heavens out there outside this damn tent. Yeah, man, I gotta go. Y'all want me to talk some more? I've been talking a lot. I think I talked a lot. My throat don't even work no more. It's hurting. Other people say phone stay dead. I don't know. Post on YouTube. You all talk about posts on YouTube. Hey Gina, how are you doing? I will. I don't have water. I didn't walk with water, but it's okay. I'll walk back, but my back hurts, so I can't even run back. I don't have this vest on me, so I can't run that fast. I'm located in Arizona. Can you all pick me up to take me home because it's hot. It's really hot, man. It's like 125 degrees outside, plus dry. It's eight. Well, not that hot. Yes. Don't walk in the heat. I can't. I ain't got no choice, Nadine. I have to walk. I gotta go home. You all have a beautiful day. Blessing, peace to you all. Hope you all hear what I said when the sun goes down. That's funny. You all take it easy. You all, thanks for the gift. Thanks, Flojo. I appreciate it. I sure do. I sure need water. Blessings to you all. All right, take it easy.